Morning, you guys. I'm still half awake. I was up late last night talking to a lawyer that's one of the many lawyers that's a victim for a long time of criminal stalker terrorist public figure Alexandra Melody Mayers, a.k.a. failed, stank, hoo-ha, unwashed, failed porn star, Monica Foster. Her public figure, criminal stalker, child-abusing, two-time DUI sister, American Idol laughed off the stage, public figure, failure, sister, Victoria Violet Mayers, and both of these 40-year-old loser criminal stalkers' mother, public figure, failed school teacher, fired from Quiet Waters Elementary for not stopping for a school bus on school property and almost running over her students in the Broward County court records, Joan Rucker Myers of Deerfield Beach, Florida, where they all sit, live, commit their crimes, and stalk individuals behind Mama's keyboard in the house in Deerfield Beach that's publicly Googleable, the address. And this lawyer and me were talking about how to put a stop to this woman's crimes. And she, Alexandra is just unbelievably out there with a mental illness and committing crimes like no other, to the point where people just think, oh, call the police, call the FBI, they'll do something. And I tried to explain to this lawyer, it's been done. Child Protective Services have been to the house. The FBI have been to the house. The police have been to the house. Everybody. She's been sued by another lawyer, and there's a judgment against her for $166,000. It never ends. Because this woman, or should I say this whole family, are black, entitled, LGBT, racist. They play the victim race card at every corner they get. Nobody in law enforcement will do anything to them. They are sitting in a protected class, and they literally will get away with murder. They make threats of mass murder constantly, and they get away with it. Jack Dorsey and Biz Stone won't ban them from Twitter. I mean, it's ridiculous. They violate all of social media's rules. They get permanently suspended and banned on Twitter and everywhere else, and then they come right back and do it again, and then they won't get banned. You know, this has been an ongoing cycle for a long time, and it needs to be stopped. So this lawyer and me were talking about ways to put a stop to the crimes committed out of that Deerfield Beach house by the mayor's family. And, you know, my suggestion now is always file a restraining order against the mother and the sister, particularly the mother, and in the petition, detail, in fine detail, every single crime that Alexandra's committing on every location she's doing it. Screen cap it and add it to the petition. And let the mother see what her daughter's doing out of her basement and her internet connection that she's liable for, the IP address that she pays for. Because ultimately, the mother can be sued as well. If not only a restraining order, a lawsuit also needs to be filed against Joan Rucker Myers, the mother, because she pays the internet bill, and the slander, defamation, libel, and stalking is coming from the IP address that is in a computer in her home that she pays the internet connection for, and she knows damn well what's going on. So if somebody were to send certified mail or a process server with court documents detailing all of these crimes and showing them, and threaten the mother with a lawsuit and a restraining order, maybe, just maybe, the woman will grow balls enough to throw her 41-year-old daughter on the street to go get a job and quit being a bum and fend for herself where she belongs finally. But because Alexandra plays the victim card and threatens to kill herself every time the mother wants to throw her out, it's really hard to get her out of the house. Everybody knows that. That's why the mother had to take her back in. Alexandra was making mass murder threats and threatening to kill herself if the mother, she believes, brought her in this world and should take care of her doesn't take her back in. This is the level of mental illness and sickness in this family. So the lawyer seemed to think it was better not to file a restraining order or a lawsuit in Broward County, but to do it in either California or Las Vegas because of the fact, and do it against the mother. They agreed that it should be against the mother, like I said, and the sister, not Alexandra, because Alexandra doesn't care and doesn't have a pot to piss in. Mark Randazza already sued her, got a judgment for what? She just attacks Randazza even more. But if you do it to the mother that has a house to lose, she's going to be forced to get an attorney, a lawyer, and fight it. And not only fight it across the country. It's going to become costly, and the mother's not going to be happy about it. And more than likely, the mother will have enough and chuck her out. So, I think we've came up with an idea to finally put a stop to this woman's crimes online. There's going to be a cease and desist letter sent to the mother, a lawsuit filed, and a restraining order filed against the mother. And the mother is going to have to get a lawyer and fight this case across the country. Even if it's just a restraining order, right? And even if the person who files a restraining order can be anybody, doesn't even show up to court after the 30-day mark of the court date, guess what? Joan will have to get a lawyer to go appear out in California or Las Vegas to fight the restraining order. Because if she doesn't, and the restraining order becomes permanent, then it could turn criminal. This stalking, libel, and harassment and threats out of her home. So you know what? It's time to start letting Joan get a taste of her own medicine and pay for the crimes that her and her daughter are committing out of that internet connection, out of that home. It's coming, folks. See, the address is public knowledge, and everybody knows where these stalkers live, and everybody has had enough, and it's time to put a stop to all this bullshit. So, Joan, get ready. You got some court dates coming up, bitch.